Have you ever sold your soul to the devil just so that way you can get famous in your band, but then you die and then you want to come back 10 years later and get the band back together even though all your homies that were in the band with you decided that they were going to sell all your songs and become idols on their own? Well, do I have the game for you? Yeah, that's right. Today we're going to be talking about the new rhythm beat-em-up game, Dead as Disco. The game opens up with you laying dead flat on the floor and then being revived, and you immediately bust a groove. In this game, you're playing as Charlie Disco. I love Charlie Disco. Maybe I just really like his voice. I don't know. While I was playing it, I thought I could mimic his voice, so I just kept kind of repeating his lines back and forth. I don't know. It's a little mentally ill of me, but who cares? So basically, you're revived by this person named Harmony. Harmony, I'm pretty sure, is like either a record label or an actual person. I'm actually not sure who Harmony is because this game's in early access, so you're not getting all the context yet. You got this crazy disco skullhead man with a golden tooth, and he's German.
Oh, the mud, the virus, the juice, the whole kit and caboodle.
I don't know why, but I absolutely love this little guy. Long story short, he's here to make sure that you hold up your end of the deal. But that's the thing. Charlie Disco doesn't know about any deal. As far as he's aware, he just woke up after a long night of partying, and now he has to go get his friends back. So our Skull Man friend basically tells us that every single one of our friends that used to be in our band, Dead as Disco, they all sold out. They all either went off and used Charlie's fame to become famous themselves, or legitimately sold his songs in order to get rich and also make themselves famous. So this is where we get to our very first encounter of the game, Dex. Dex was the emo perfectionist guitarist of the group back in the day, and was always obsessed with trying to reach perfection. He wanted to be the absolute best, and always felt second best to our boy Charlie here. Charlie's basically like, hey bro, it was never about being the best, alright? It's about the music. Fucking love Charlie Disco, bro. So now it's time to get it on.
Show on the road!
The combat of this game is so good. I've never been a rhythm game guy, like, at all whatsoever. I understand them. I mean, I played Guitar Hero, I played DDR, but, like, not common. Rhythm games are never really, like, my thing because, like, other than just, like, playing along to a beat and how satisfying that is, it doesn't have any, like, I guess, longevity. Oh boy, does this game completely knock that out of the water, though. Calling this game a rhythm game kind of feels weird because it's not as much a rhythm game as much as it's a badass beat 'em up that involves a lot of musically timed actions. When you're fighting Dex, first of all, it is an amazing track in the back. The track is so mid 2010s emo that it almost fucking hurts. I mean, the guitars, the everything about this song is so good. All the music in this game is so good. Now, this is our emo cyberpunk friend, Dex. He basically got a bunch of chrome and went off the rails and is now like a weird, wiry octopus man. I don't know what he is. All I know is that the character design is phenomenal and his voice being a little robot-y, honestly a nice touch. The first three phases of every single boss fight kind of goes the same. You're fighting ads while avoiding whatever weird gimmick that the boss has. For Dex, it's these little circles in the ground that shoot electricity every so often. Okay, so we're going through the first three phases. We're fighting around a little bit. We're beating up all these guys and shit. And then comes the transition. The transitions in this game are so fucking good. This transition was amazing. That's his face is coming out of the space-time continuum. It's so cool, dude. I can't even get over it. Everything about this game is everything that I loved about Sly Cooper. This game is literally just so fun. Now, this first time I was fighting Dex, I didn't really fully understand the timings, and I didn't understand all the things that I had to pay attention to the entire time. So I did end up dying a few times. But that's okay, because we finally did come back, and we finally did beat it. And man, these ending sequences are immaculate. This is where we get back to the encore. The encore is the bar that Dead as Disco basically got their start. It's here that we meet the bartender, Leroy from Tekken 8, and he explained to us how the entire bar basically went to shit after Charlie's death. So we can use our points to either level ourselves up, or we can use our points to level up the bar and get it back to working condition. Here we also find out that Dex is just kind of hanging out in the corner, being all emo. Don't know what that's about. And this is also where the early access part of this game really kind of showed, because I spent about 20 minutes looking around the entire bar for this pocket reactor that we needed to get Dex up and moving again. And then I realized that that's probably just not a fully fleshed out story yet, and I should wait for the game to fully release. Anyways, we level up a little bit, and it's time to fight our second boss. The second boss we went for was Arora. Arora is an AI K-pop idol doll. Except it doesn't have to be K-pop, because the way that Harmony, there's that name again, designed her, it was basically to be an algorithmic-based AI musical artist. Yeah, so she is whatever you want her to be, and she will match your music taste no matter what, with the power of AI and a porcelain doll face. I don't know, there's something about this robot that's just so much scarier than this robot to me, and I can't really explain it. Her boss fight is fun. I think her song really encapsulates how high energy and upbeat this game can really be, because, dude, when you're going through with the ba 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 ba, I don't know it off the top of my head, but you can kind of just play it.
Paradise, my home. Be a nice.
I don't know, it's really cool. So we get through the ads phase of this whole fight, and we get a few different enemies than we've seen before. Specifically, these weird dolls, but like the art dolls that you practice doing models with. And they shoot lasers at you sometimes. And if you time it perfectly, you can actually press the X button, and you'll shoot directly to whatever one that you dodged perfectly and beat the piss out of them. Very satisfying. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Then you get to our actual boss phase, and it's a giant golden statue lady, and her feet are out. That's for you guys. I see you. I see you looking down there. We are met with the giant golden statue lady, and this is kind of like a just fight more ads and avoid some of the lasers and stuff. Honestly, this part was not like the strongest part of the fight, but it's the next two parts that really is. The second part of the fight, you are actually fighting her, and you are dealing with projectiles, you are dealing with her actual melee attacks, and you're dealing with so many other things going on at once, and it is, again, incredibly fun. It's honestly during the boss portions that you really get a feeling for what makes this game a rhythm game. Sometimes you gotta do Y. Other times you gotta do like A, Y, A. Like, it's all very timing based, and if you're good with music, it'll be so easy for you to pick up. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, I am not good at rhythm games, so I was struggling quite a bit with some of these. And then we get to the final phase. That's the Elden Beast. The Elden Beast is here. Same floor and everything. This is ripped out of Elden Ring. I think whoever made this game really liked Elden Ring. Charlie Disco ain't afraid of no Elden Beast. We fight her again while avoiding all the projectiles from the giant Elden Beast lady. She's also dropping these acorns, and if you hit the acorns, they go and they hit Arora, and she gets stunned for a second. This game is so fun, but it's so basic. Honestly, this game, like I said, this game encapsulates everything about the early 2000s vibe of video games being fun that I want. It's, oh my God. This is a very good year for indie games. I'm just gonna put it out there. We take out Arora, we get back to the encore, and now it's time to get on to our third boss. By the way, something I didn't mention, after you beat each boss, you actually get one of their abilities, and they go on your hotbar. Just something cool. I think my favorite ability out of all of them, though, is just the basic Frenzy ability. Dude, it's so cool. All right, so our next boss is going to be Prophet. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Prophet's song, I think, is the best song for a game like this. And also, if you listen closely, the lyrics... This is a diss track. Yeah, so you find out through some weird dialogue that for some reason Prophet doesn't think that Charlie Disco is all that innocent in this matter. And Charlie has zero memory of how he even died in the first place. So all of this in conjunction is leading us to believe that whatever Charlie does remember is probably only what Harmony wants him to remember. The worst part of this boss fight are the fucking cars. I got murdered by so many of these things, dude. And what's so much worse is that, like, with a lot of these, like, weird gimmicks that go on, if you're in the middle of a takedown animation, you usually kind of just tank through shit. But these fucking things just run right through you. I don't know. That shit just really annoyed the fuck out of me. The cars were so annoying. But the boss fight with him actually wasn't that bad. This was the first melee boss fight. Not a lot of pressing Y for projectiles at all. Except for this one where he, like, teleports to you. I don't really understand where their powers come from, but we're just going with it. So we're beating his ass, right? Well, apparently he wants to get his ass beat in front of a whole crowd. This part was actually really cool, I can't lie. And the transitions, again, are just so fire. Like, we got different art styles for each transition as well, which really kind of, like, adds to the fact that it seems like this whole project was worked on and loved by such a good team. So yeah, final phase is just a lot of fucking trial and error of getting the timings down of his attacks and learning his patterns. And then you just knock that shit right out the park. When he gets back, we try to talk to him, but apparently he won't talk to us until we remember what the fuck happened. And again, this is an early access. I don't know anything. We level up a little bit more, get the bar set up, and it's time for our final boss.
Is that old Charlie Disco? Little late to the party, aren't you, mate?
Hemlock is the best boss in this game. This song is so dumb and so corny and so, yeah, that's punk rock, obviously. But for some reason, it's the song that stuck with me the most. Authority! Let's burn it down. I don't know what it is. That song, it just smacks, dude. And it probably does come from my, like, you know, metalhead roots of, like, when I was a teenager and the type of music that I was listening to. But I really thought that Dex would have been my favorite. But for some reason, this shit just hit so much harder. His boss fight's also really cool because look at it. All the stage transitions, all the fucking crazy neon lights, the train system and all this shit. It's just like, this fight is fucking awesome, dude. We do just beat the fucking piss out of him. At this point, I am perfecting these bosses. After the first two bosses, I really started getting into the groove of things. Because it's a dancing game. Stop. Sorry. But I really started getting the feel of the game, and I was just vibing at this point. It also helps that I got, like, a huge amount of health from my upgrading. I know it's a level first. We're going through this fight, and he's swinging around this giant bass guitar that's, like, got this lime green light coming out of it, but it didn't look like light to me at first. I really thought it was the slime from the Kids' Choice Awards. Again, don't ask me. I don't know what's going on. But we take him down in the end. We go back, we talk to him. He immediately joins back on our side, which I found hilarious. And then we hear about the character Benny, one of the original 3 members of the band that Charlie started. And apparently he was the first one to sell out. So I'm just going to assume that he's going to be the next boss fight. And with that, we come to a close of the main story progression of the early access of Dead as Disco. However, there's more to this game than just that. There's a game mode called Infinite Disco. Oh yeah, it's that time. In this mode, you have 2 options. One is challenges that you basically just try and get a high score and get some stars up and laugh when you beat your homie's high score that showed you the game in the first place and have him get really mad in your chat. No, dude, no way. Or true Infinite Disco. See, in this mode, you just pick a song and you fight to it until it ends. It's a lot of fun. You can even upload your own music. Unfortunately, though, because I'm so not musically gifted, I don't know how to match the tempo or the beats to match the song I wanted. So I just gave up on that right away. Please, anybody in the community that knows how to do this, I need you to map me out some songs, preferably anything by Black Belt Brides or Denzel Curry. That would be lovely. But yeah, I mean, I sat in this Infinite Disco mode for probably 2 more hours after I beat the main story. I say beat the main story, but it's not done yet. So that's the thing. I don't want to talk too much on how the story's progressing or anything like that because, I mean, we don't know. We really need to appreciate the way that indie devs have been moving lately. I mean, in the past few years, we've gotten Hades, Balatro, and now Dead as Disco. I am so excited for this game's full release. You guys can't even imagine. It is so fun to just pick up and play. It is not a crazy skill ceiling or skill floor like a fighting game, but it's also not boring and monotonous like a survival game like Minecraft or Stardew Valley. I want to make it clear that I absolutely love Stardew Valley, but it's not the amount of stimulation that I need right now. But this game right here, the perfect amount of stimulation. You get to press buttons and cool shit happens on the screen, and it goes with the music. I mean, what more could you want? Anyways, I'm not sponsored by this game in any means, but I really just wanted more people to know about it. Right now, it's on sale on Steam for about $20, and I think when it's not on sale, it's only $25. Again, it is in early access, so if you're looking for a game to really sink your time into story-wise, you're probably not gonna get that. But the replayability that you have with this game is infinite. I mean, dude, you can sit there doing every boss until you get them absolutely perfect, maximizing your score. Go into the challenge mode and challenge your friends to beating your high score and making them all pissed off and losers. I love you. I know you're here watching this right now. I love you. I'm sorry. It's for the video, I promise. I would never say that to you. Did you really think that I was gonna apologize mid-video? No, of course I'm gonna say that to you. You fucking loser. Get your fans up, brother. Or just Infinite Disco. And again, somebody more talented than me we'll probably figure out how to properly map a song. I just really love this game, and I hope you guys too if you end up trying it out. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I did this truly just because I wanted to. That's going to be it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video or if you want to see more. Leave some more indie recommendations down below or any game that feels as fun and cool as this to play. I'm always looking for more. And with that, I bid you adieu. Oh, I wrapped myself up in the cord. Okay, I'm going to go.